Who has it right, the science bros or the bro science bros? On one hand, we have the scientific side where we have evidence-based meta-analyses and scientific mechanisms dictating the best practices in the gym. And on the other side of the spectrum, we have the more intuitive, just shut up and train harder bros. Both sides clearly work in their own right and have their advantages but also disadvantages as well. Some advantages of scientific training are that training variables are more effectively managed with better structure and emphasis on measurable variables. The practices are very repeatable, emphasize form and safety, and also provide explanations. Where the scientific strategy might fall short is that not everything in the gym can easily be measured. Intensity is measured by a subjective scale. It's hard to take into account enjoyment, motivation, and adherence. And it's hard to measure the exact stimulus occurring on each muscle group at all times. And sometimes your own personal experience is at odds with the scientific consensus and can cause confusion, overcomplication, and paralysis by analysis as a result. Whereas the bro science anecdotal method keeps things simple with an emphasis on what works in your individual experience, staying consistent and pushing as hard as possible. Things are less standardized, which provides a lot of freedom for experimentation. But where this method might fall short is that they cling to practices which are outdated, and they might end up simplifying things when you need a more complex strategy to overcome a plateau. I'm sure our own personal biases and personality traits push us to one side or the other, but I believe both sides are better off together. Evidence-based practices will work until you become an outlier who needs a more personalized solution. Intuitive lifting and pushing every set to failure works great until you get strong enough and need to start managing your recovery by understanding structure and your training variables. So don't let choosing a team hold you back from the progress you deserve. To overcome your weaknesses, you will inevitably need to take some strategies from the other side of the spectrum.